Hello, everyone. Where to start? I'm very frustrated lately with feeling better and thinking I'm doing better, and then suddenly not doing better. Feeling rather emotional about it in general, actually. Just, you know, I'm sure, as many understand, with having mental health issues, it's great to feel like you're recovering and like the worst of it's over, the storm is over, and things are getting better. But it's been such a roller coaster for me of I'm feeling better, nope, definitely not feeling better. Feeling better, nope, definitely not feeling better. And I'd like to just feel better. But, with my court trial and stuff coming, of course, I'm sort of just freaking out up and down all over the place. Sort of dealing, sort of not. Sort of coping, sort of not. Doing the best I can. But I suppose one thing I really do want to say to anyone and everyone who's ever experienced abuse out there, a lot of times you don't realize it at the time, and a lot of times you justify it, and that's why it ends up getting wherever it gets in your life. But it's not okay, and you should get out no matter what. It doesn't matter if they don't mean it. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. No matter how much they mean or don't mean, staying is never going to help the situation, because the only way abuse starts happening is because one or both people in the situation is mentally ill, and they start acting out in an unhealthy way towards the other person, and then for whatever reason that person gets put in the victim mentality. There's many reasons why a person can get put into the victim mentality, which in itself is a mental health issue, and can develop into PTSD and many other things, many other conditions, anxiety and such, and depression and all that. So if you've ever had anyone say they love you, but then genuinely make you feel hurt and like you're not a good person, they might love you the way they know, but that's not okay. And you should get out of that situation, get distance, and get some therapy to get a level head on what good boundaries are with people who are unfortunately at the mental illness part where they get abusive. I'm just saying all this because I'm confused and amazed at all of the abuse that I took and that I didn't leave. I don't understand anymore being at this side of the fence, being someone who isn't in that situation, who doesn't take that type of treatment anymore. I did constantly, though. And it's because I excused it. It's because I knew he didn't mean it. In my mind, he didn't anyway. At the time, I excused it. I understood where he was coming from. And being empathetic is always a good idea for any person, but that doesn't mean putting yourself in a harmful situation. Now, of course, there's so many people who are basically trapped. They have nowhere else to go except into an abusive situation. But to them, I would like to say that there are a lot of resources out there that can help you. There are lots of different shelters and programs, even online things, people who are willing to help. And you just need to reach out and say, I'm in a hard situation and I need out and I need help out. And people want to help you. They do. And I know it's hard to first recognize even that you should leave, because, I mean, a lot of the reasons you're there is because you care about the person who's abusing you. You don't want them to be alone, and you think they don't mean it, or you think that you deserve it, or you call it on. I mean, there's lots of different reasons people feel that it happens, or you tell yourself that it's not happening. But if it hurts, it's happening. Emotional abuse counts too. I can't believe the disrespect and the hate and the genuine physical pain that I took. And I never left. shouldn't say never, here I am. I did leave eventually, but I took a lot. It's because I thought I had to. It's because I thought I couldn't get anywhere in life on my own and I needed his help, and that's not true. That is not true. Life is hard. Life is harder financially in ways without him, but it's a lot easier emotionally and physically. I have not been bruised in years, and that used to be a daily thing. So, all in all, I'm just like, I'm all over the map this week. I'm really frustrated at being okay and not being okay, and then being okay and then not being okay. And one of the things that keeps getting me up and down is reflecting on what I've been through, because I have my court coming up, and I wanted to share with anyone who's been through abuse or been through any type of mistreatment that that was not okay. That what you're going through, if it's right now, it's not okay. And there are ways that you can get out, and you should. That's the only way to a forward life that isn't the same abuse constantly, because it doesn't change on its own. There has to be some kind of change in it. So I know it's hard. I feel for you if you're going through this, but I believe that you can get out, and I think you should. And for anyone who has, that's awesome. I hope you think yourself a really strong person for that. And it's funny because just last week I was like saying it feels weird to be called strong, but it takes a lot to finally realize that you need to get out and to make the huge steps in changing your life to get out. So know that, but also know that it's the right thing to do, and you did the right thing if you've done it, and it is the right thing if you're thinking of doing it. I did it, and it was hard, but I'm grateful I did, and I'm taking control of my life, and I'm all up and down and all around with my mental health right now, but I'm in therapy and I'm figuring it out, and that is the way to go, is to get yourself into help, get yourself help, and into a healthy environment where people respect you. So anyways, yeah, kind of all over the map, but I hope you guys know that I care about you, and I care if you're going through a hard time, and I'm here if you ever want a message. I am having a hard time right now, but I am always here to listen if you guys need, and thank you, for that matter, for listening to me and all of my blah these past few weeks. Looks like it's going to be a few more weeks of blah, but hopefully I'll get back on track soon. Until then, thank you all for being so wonderful and joining me every week for my blah. You're great. You're so understanding. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. And I hope you know that, as the campaign says, love does not hurt. I've really learned that, and I know that the people who genuinely love me, respect my boundaries, and never lay a hand on me, and don't verbally abuse me either. That's not a friendship, and that's not love. I hope you guys know that too, and know that I care about you, and I love you, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you as always for joining me, and please do join me again next week where I try again to rant or share or teach you a little something that I've learned in life.